Welcome. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to our session. We're going to talk today about session planning for the Infor LX product line at the inPOWER 2026 conference. We'd like to help you or have you help us design it. And that's what we're meeting here for, to get your feedback. My name is Ron Wood. I am the Professional Services Manager at Virtutum. We are an Infor partner, and I'm also a member of the LX User Group Board. All right, so from an agenda overview standpoint, the purpose of what we're doing today is to shape the inPOWER 2026 LX session content. We want it to be driven by your priorities, not just the board. What we've done so far, I'll show what we've looked at. And the intent of what we are doing is trying to balance the technology, functionality, and strategic direction to ensure that the content reflects what it is that you are looking for and what matters most to you, so that the content delivers good and usable information for you to take back. We are requesting your input because your input matters. The LX User Group Board is 9 members, and there are literally thousands of LX users out in the world, and we need to take advantage of that knowledge and those capabilities to get your feedback to be able to build better content for you. We want to make this the best conference for you, and something that you can use to bring back information to your company and make it worthwhile. All right, so what has been planned thus far? If you've been to prior conferences, you know that there are many tracks or options that happen and choose from at the conference. There's sessions for LX, there's sessions for XA, there's sessions for System 21. There's also a common track which showcases products and opportunities that work across all 3 of the products and product lines. There's also many partners that are there and many vendors that will be there discussing their products and services. And there's a hub or a center where the vendors will have booths, and you can go and talk with them, visit with them to discuss their products and services and how they can help you in your business. Today we are focusing on the LX track specifically, and what content that you want to see and have shown or explained as part of the LX product line. In shaping the agenda, we have identified some key topics, some key areas, but your input ensures that what we have put forth on the content and what we deliver in the content aligns with your priorities, so that we make this a good session for you and that you're getting what you want to get out of it. We will do a combination of technical deep dives, best practices for how to best use it or how customers are best using the system. There will be panels where you have open discussions about specific topics, and you can talk with the experts. LX development team as well as the LX product manager will be there and be available to answer a lot of questions about designs and capabilities, and they're great interactive sessions on those panels. And we also present case studies that are tailored to your needs that are delivered by customers. So it's real world use cases from customers just like yourselves that are having troubles or had troubles, and they've resolved issues, and you can work with them and they can show you what they've done to overcome some of those challenges. This year we're also trying to raise the bar. In past years there's been some what I would term as rinse and repeat, where we've done some repeat sessions. For example, ECM, the last 2 years we've done deep dives into ECM as an integration tool into LX. And this year we're not planning on doing that because it's been done before, but we do want to build on what we've done in prior years to give you an extended view and more information about how to use LX to make your life better. All right. I have on here, don't be worried, you don't have to memorize this. This is just a preliminary list of the sessions that we have put forth as a board. As I said before, there's only 9 of us, and your input is valuable in trying to decipher which of these are best, and how we bring that forward to, and what else it is that you want to see. One thing that we have done and introduced new this year is what you see on the bottom there for the CNA walkthrough. We'll look at that in more detail because there seems to be a lot of discussion around that and a lot of interest in that track. So we'll cover that on the next slide. So as far as CNA, CNA stands for Concepts and Applications. It is an inPOWER course that is available. It is a fee-based course that you can find and sign up for online with inPOWER. And when I started with SSA back in the 90s, this is the class that they sent me to first. So when I started there, this is the, hey, go learn BPIX. It was BPIX at the time, not LX. But this is the course, or the base course for how LX functions. It's a start to finish, end-to-end overview of LX and how everything fits together and how the ERP system is interconnected and how you enter things and how it affects everybody else in the ecosystem. So it is an excellent course, and it's something that inPOWER has updated for 8.4.2. So this is a current version of Concepts and Applications. The online course, like I said, is fee-based. You'd have to check inPOWER to find out exactly what the fee is. But it is more than 30 hours of content. It is delivered across 5 days. It is hands-on instruction with exercises and tests and certification. As part of the conference, we do not have 30 hours to deliver this. So what we were planning on doing was delivering a condensed version that will not be hands-on exercises. There won't be any tests, and there won't be any certification at the end of it, but it will cover the system, the whole agenda that you see here, emphasizing some higher level points or some more in-depth areas that have more interest and are more high value areas. And so we'll see, and we'll try to get that deciphered for you better as it comes, so you know what's happening when. But this session will begin on Mondays. So if you're going to the conference and you want to attend the CNA course, make sure that when you sign up for the conference, you sign up for Monday through Thursday, not just Tuesday through Thursday. So this brings us to the first question, which is, this is a new track for us, what we want to know is delivering the CNA course, does it provide an incentive for your company to send additional users to the conference? Again, use the chat box in the lower right-hand corner to please submit your answers to this. Simple yes or no is fine. If you want to elaborate, please feel free to do so. We want to know, is this delivering this type of educational session, is that provide incentive for your company to send additional folks to the conference? Like I said, that list before, you didn't need to memorize it. I've broken down into a couple of sections, and by theme. And again, these are things that are still WIP. They're more things that are being planned. They're not set in stone yet. And we want your input as to what should be included here. So under this theme, which is artificial intelligence or AI or innovation theme, we had talked about doing 2 sessions. One, using AI with LX, practical use cases for it, when and where to employ the use of AI to make LX better and make it easier for you. The other one is a customer case study using AI to build automated AP remittance process. So essentially it's a customer use case where they defined a way to create an integration piece that inPOWER doesn't provide, using inPOWER bots and ION to process the transactions to send remittances out to their bank. So these are 2 sessions here. last year, we did hold another session on AI to automate, using AI to automate your testing processes and create test scripts. We're trying not to do a rinse and repeat, but honestly, AI has advanced significantly in the past year that make this a little different. So this may be another topic of interest to you, but there may be others. So that kind of brings us to our next question of this, which is, these two sessions are on the list and planning list. Would you like to see more sessions focused on AI? And if so, what else would interest you in this category? Again, please take time to put in the chat. Is AI of greater interest to you, that we should have more than 2 sessions involving AI? And this is AI specific to LX. And if there is more interest on AI, what ideas do you have on topics that we should be addressing regarding the AI capabilities? Just want your ideas. Again, going with the same type of thing, this is a theme around integration and reporting tools. We have 3 sessions that we've talked about in the planning side. There was new functionality released with IDF called RESTful APIs, and there will be a topic for delivering that specifically for LX and the art of what's possible. In addition to that, we've been discussing a PI Builder 101 for LX. PI Builder, if you're not aware, is the process instruction tool that is used to help process BODs through ION and create transactions in LX or coming out of LX. So we're planning on doing a session on that to introduce that and to cover that. There's also a session that we're talking about planning on other tools using SQL Server and or Power BI for LX, basically modern reporting beyond queries and ODBC. These are, again, 3 topics that we've talked about. Same question for you at the bottom here. Please minimize your screen if you could, and use the chat box to submit your answers here. But we are planning on these 3 sessions for the integration tools. Would you like to see other sessions focused on this topic area or this theme? And if so, what other topics would interest in this category? Spelling, punctuation doesn't really matter. It's your ideas that we'd like to get, to understand, and be able to adjust the content to meet your needs from a user group standpoint and from attendees of the conference. Our next themed area is on modernization. So we have 2 sessions that we talked about planning for the modernization capabilities. One is understanding the full tech stack. We did something that's similar to this last year. This year we'd like to do a more deep dive into deployment and use, as well as troubleshooting and how it all fits together. And also there's another piece on decorators and designer mode. So for WebTop, within WebTop, you can customize it in specific ways to make it better for your users and easier to follow and that kind of stuff. Those are 2 sessions that we are looking at doing. Again, the same question here. We're planning on these sessions. Would you like to see something more around the modernization capabilities within LX? And I would also include, because both of these tools are part of the Infor tech stack, if there are tools outside of Infor that you want to look at, we can either look at doing sessions for that and or finding a vendor or partner that can do other sessions for those types of tools. So is this something of interest to you? Would you like more sessions on it? And if so, what would those categories be that you want to see? And I really appreciate your feedback. Like I said, the board is only 9 members, and there are literally thousands of LX users out there. And we can't imagine that 9 people can have the same amount of ideas and capabilities as a collective thousands of people. So please, your input is valuable, and don't hold back. Please share your ideas and thoughts on what we can do to make this a better conference for you. Additional feedback. All right, so we need your input, again, like I was saying. So I have a few more of the questions that are outside of those session topics. Other than what we've already reviewed, is there one topic or one area or one theme that you would like to have us reviewed or added to the session list? In other words, what are we missing? Is there anything else that you would like to see added to the session content that we haven't already discussed? All right, and next question. If you could wave a magic wand and make it so, what is one thing you would change about the conference? I know magic wands don't exist. And at first, when I looked at this question, I said, this is really targeted towards people that have been to the conference before, but in deeper thought on it, it actually could be for anybody. Anybody who's gone to a conference before and seen what goes on. There's always little things that are annoying, or things that you're like, yeah, that doesn't add any value, or wow, I'd really like to see this happen because this would really add value to me as a participant and an attendee. So please, if you have anything there, any thoughts and ideas, share it with us, and we will do our best to incorporate what we can and how we can. Okay, and then our last question of the day. How's that? I'll let you off the hook now. How can we better share this information with the Alex users that are not on Work Out Loud? And Work Out Loud has, it's been a while since I looked at the membership, but I think there was 150 to 200 users that are part of the members of Work Out Loud. And like I said before, there are thousands of people using LX. And the more voices that we have, the more ideas that we can get, the more ideas that we have, the better we can tune the conference to your needs, the things that you're struggling with, the things that you're trying to figure out in your LX environment and your ecosystem. How do we reach more people to get those ideas so that we can make this a better experience? And also, how do we get those ideas to inPOWER so that Dave Rapaz has the information that he needs to figure out the direction for LX and what features and functions should be added to it, and what capabilities. So if you have ideas on other ways to share this with your coworkers that maybe aren't on Work Out Loud, or your coworkers that would be interested, not just in Work Out Loud, but any place that is a better way to get to them. Emails seem to be ignored, but we're open to that idea. If you have thoughts on how we can reach more people, please share those ideas. All right. And while you're doing that, I will go on to the next slide, but please keep typing. That's your last question. I just have a little plug for the conference. Why attend inPOWER 2026? The presentation will be made available to you, so that this link will be available. If you can get to the presentation, though, you probably already have that link, but it's there anyway. So this is a link for registration for the conference. There is early bird pricing that is going on until July 15th, so make sure you note that with your planning. If you're planning on going only Tuesday through Thursday, which is the LX track side of it, it's $900 for early bird. If you want to attend the CNA course, that goes from Monday through Thursday, so make sure you sign up for the full inPOWER and inPOWER Plus day, which is the Monday day. And here are the dates: September 14th through 17th. Some of the reasons to attend: we have the dedicated CNA course that's out there. It's an excellent way for new users or folks that have not worked with LX previously to understand LX from end to end, and how it all fits together, and how purchasing and order entry and the shop floor all contribute together in a seamless way to make it a single system. This is a great course, and like I said, it's the one I started with when I first came into the BPIX world, so that it should be hopefully a good track and to get people information about using LX. There's real-world education sessions, so we address common industry challenges, practical applications and actionable insights, customer case studies, so we're dealing with the same things that you're struggling with, and their successes and their lessons learned, and things that they do, and figured out how to overcome those troubles, as well as best practices that they follow. And then the biggest thing with all conferences is the network opportunities. This is a great way to meet your fellow professionals that are working with LX and the LX ecosystem, and you can collaborate with them and having ongoing dialogue well beyond this event, and share those experiences and get help and have somebody else to bounce ideas off of when you're trying to get something done. So it's an excellent opportunity for those networking opportunities there. All right, and then our last slide of the day. So thank you. We appreciate all your feedback. Thank you for your time. Your ideas are most valuable. If you have other thoughts and you want to share your thoughts with us outside of this webinar, there are 2 places that you can reach us easily. Work Out Loud platform. You can submit questions out there, and we will see those. All the board members have access to that and get the feeds. And then we also have a specific group that we have set up on LinkedIn. So there's an Alex user group out there. There is a link to the user group. Please check for content out there. Join the group, and get information and be able to share information across the group there. And if you have any questions specifically for me or in general, there is my email down there as well. And feel free to ask me any questions that you have. All right, that wraps up our session for today. I appreciate your time and your ideas, and let you get back to doing actual work. So thank you again. Have a great rest of the day.